Oh no, I clicked Daily Dominion before I said something. Howdy. All right, well, we've got. Okay. Yeah, that's a possibility. So there's no villages. There are attacks. There is Guardian, which can get you pretty well protected. Um, there were like a village, the artisan opening would be really good. Like I could buy Guardian here, and then my next hand I would have $6. Guardian will go into your hand and give me $1 next turn. And I could buy an artisan, which still might be the play. It's just a little bit worse. Guardian is probably the buy anyway, though you could do Moat or Faithful Hound with Vampire, or you could just go Guardian Witch. Not so clear on it. I'm trying to think. Obviously, if you get the Vampire, you can get to. I mean, you get to gain a nice card and then you get to bat. Let's do trash a little bit here. Which can't be awful, but everything you can do here is a little bit slow. Maybe we'll go with. I mean, the artisan will allow you to get a lot of it, but it's not like there's a bunch of cards you want to gain, unfortunately. The only thing you could stack is Harbinger, and that doesn't do much. It was a bit of a disappointing kingdom, to be honest. I mean, it's fine, but I'll just go ahead and buy the Guardian and then see if I've felt anything stronger. There are basically a couple angles I can imagine going here. One is to do prioritize just cursing. One is to maybe try and do more of the gold gaining, which I think is bad either. I guess we'll go ahead and take the Vampire. Trashing seems okay. So now the question is whether we want to just, if we're going to do the bandit stuff, it's probably a little better to do Harbinger versus Silver here. And go for like a relatively, it is not going to be thin, but sort of thin deck. Whereas if we think we're going to do more witch stuff, then Silver is going to be quite a bit better. I think we'll just stick with the witch. So the bot now has a witch, and I will go ahead and another guardian, then get a witch into the shuffle here. So we don't block. I'll take a second witch, though that could have been gold. Okay, they also don't give us a curse here. This is a pretty good draw. I'm going to go ahead and add a second guardian, even though I guess we could just not play one of them. I mean, there's another guardian down here in the bottom two, so there's not a really good reason not to play both of them. Other than gives us a shot to do, I don't know, maybe it's better not to play it. Depends a little bit on whether because we're going to have 10 or 11 sorry, 12 or 11 cards in this shuffle. No, this is it. We're going to have 10 or 11 cards. Not playing the Guardian gives us some chance of having, or a better chance of not drawing them together anyway, of keeping the protection going. I guess I'll hold off on it. It's not super clear. This is the kind of point where this is starting to look not super good because we're just buying Guardians, which is not it's fine, but it's not a particularly good economy card. It's better than nothing probably, but we gave the bot miserable. Okay. This is a spot again where the fives aren't super compelling. You can just get a third witch, but it's not that good. Okay, we definitely need a gold here. I mean, if we draw the witches pretty cleanly, which we've done okay on, then it's okay. We're just gonna end up not really needing to buy as many, hopefully as many provinces as the bot to maintain a lead. They're missing. We may get cursed now, so we do take one curse again. Okay, now the bot buys a guardian, so it is on the turn and I have a witch, so that's kind of nice. We're gonna have some witch collision here. I do think at this point it makes probably sense to go for the duchies. I'm gonna have a little bit of a struggle to get provinces at certain points. But, well, the thing is, though, I should say, is that when we do a turn like this where we stack 2 guardians down, our odds of hitting province the next turn look okay. So yeah, like all our deck has in it is guardian. Yeah, maybe double duchy wasn't the move. Even here we could still do a guardian, which is better odds of hitting 8, but we should get there anyway. Now the bot of course has way more curses than us. We get another double duchy. This will just be way too many points for the bot to ever overcome. And we can just buy out the guardians until we either hit the province. I mean, it may make sense at some point to take an estate. For a while here, it's not really. I mean, at this point, it's guaranteed we can just buy the first next turn if we have to, which we don't have to. And we get a province. Yeah, I mean, the big thing there is just the bot didn't buy. I guess they ended up with a couple, but they didn't really have guardians. You could play. This deck is fine. I mean, this direction for the deck is fine as long as you have more, at least a couple more guardians probably. And I think the draws went my way a little bit as far as the cursing and the protection went. I only took the one curse. Of course, I had a ton of guardians, which is terrible but good in that sense. Yeah, I mean, there's like a couple things that make it really hard. Once, I mean, obviously, getting a bunch of curses is a bad period, but also the bot doesn't really know that when the bot starts taking duchies, it's just a losing proposition for the bot, really, because the deck is already junky. They kind of have to win the province split big in some way to get the win, and buying the duchies doesn't really help with that. Anyway, I don't know, not my favorite board of all time. Just some nice knight stuff, I guess, but otherwise a little bit boring. I kind of wish I'd played the bandit thing. Gold gaining can be a little more fun. We still would have hit, probably did some decent attacking, but I don't know. If you wanted to do that, you could maybe get 2 vampires just so you trash a little bit more, and then mainly gain, you get like 1 bandit and then just have like harbingers to try and play things faster. Since you're not drawing deck, you can use the harbinger if you draw a good card at the top of your shuffle to play it more than once during a shuffle. It puts a card from your discard. So like say you draw your bandit at the first hand right after you shuffle. Next hand you play harbinger, you can put the bandit back on top, and if you have 2 harbingers you can just play it again right then. Which is kind of nice here. I don't know. There's very little going on here. What in my deck? And my deck is like, yeah, 8 cards. Well, that was just me running out the pile. But still, I had like 4 or 5 just like legit where I actually thought it was the buy. It would have helped a lot. I just had $2 hands. It would have helped immensely to have another silver versus a guardian or another gold. And it's quite possible. Well, I don't know. One of the witches I bought, one of the witches, 2 of the witches I gained with vampire, I think. It's very possible that the third witch even should have just been a silver gain. That wouldn't surprise me terribly. Anyway, that's about all I can squeeze from this kingdom first talking. So thanks for watching. Catch you all later.